Alright, welcome back to Nick Lenz's Comic Corner, Classic as Known Classics. This is episode number 3505. And Dobluelshot number... Hold on. I think I may have typed the thing here by mistake. Hang on. I want to be sure I got the correct number here. Hang on. Okay, no, that's not the correct one. Here we go. Okay, so... Okay, this is actually his episode... Okay, here we go. Finally. Alright, this is episode number 3506. Dobluelshot number 3400. Yep. I finally got this bit here. Alright, so we have two quick mini-series here. First one basically is the second mini-series for Silk. Known as Silk Volume 2, Age of the Witch, which contains the entire fourth volume for Silk. Yep. Brain right for this one. Yeah, not the same previous volume. So, we have Emily Kim on the writing here with Takahashi Bazawa on the artwork. The cover artwork is Inka Lee. I've heard of this person. I've seen him at Comic-Con. I've never talked to this person. So, mostly putting just have... Looks like you have Cindy, where it looked like in the past, where it looked like she's fallen a hole near someplace in Korea. Because I think that Cindy is supposed to be Korean. Yes, well, she's from South Korea, obviously. So, they find this temple on the ground. Then we jump to present day, where Silk is in action. Love the shot here. Basically shows back how... And I do like it when artists basically draw the female characters, the prominent ones, basically as women. These other ones, I'm like, okay. Yeah, and this one here, I'm not, like, this could be Asian, but I'm telling about the face. This could be easily a woman, but it's clearly a guy. Yeah. And look at his face here. Supposed to be a woman, but the face kind of looks like a guy. Yes, this has been a minor problem people have had with artwork the last several years. This is actually a big issue. Frank Cho put on Twitter, make women beautiful. True, yes, definitely shoot that. But also, make women, draw women like actual women. Don't draw them like guys. Beats the guys up. Cindy, of course, the worker threats men, says they don't really play a big role in this miniseries. So you have her talking to like a psychiatrist. And then we see her with her boss, basically her mentor, J. Jonah Jameson. Yeah, which... The thing is, Cindy, basically, Jonah appreciates her because the fact that, unlike everybody else who uses a tablet when they use reporting, she uses a notepad. And he appreciates the old school mentality with her. Yeah, that's one thing interesting I like about the character, is that, yeah, she's been behind the times, but the thing is, I think she does have a smartphone. I believe so, but... She does not use tablets per se, and we just investigate some stuff. And of course, we have it where what appears to be the Chinese these soldiers kind of yeah, basically we're doing vampires here, and they kind of Cindy has to battle them, of course. Oh yeah, and apparently Yeah, apparently these things are energy vampires. Yep. Oh yeah, and then we have also this next issue. We have Silk team up with, I think this is Luna Snow. Yes, Luna Snow, because of course the Korean. So why not? Yep. So you have James here with a landline, and look, here's Cindy with a smartphone. Yep, she has a smartphone, which, yeah, she does use some old stuff here, but yeah, she has a smartphone, probably because, of course, she's tossing her own phone around, and look at what she meets up, and of course, then she meets up with Luna Snow, of course, who's a singer, and she's a superhero too. Okay. Yeah. I work tomorrow. Yeah. So, Cindy, of course, battles these energy vampires, meets up with Luna Snow. Yeah. Like, your singer's like, yeah, and, oh, because big fan. You come in with, did you come with Albert? Need one for him? Oh, yeah, I think Albert's was your boyfriend. Yeah. And of course, basically, Abe called Grill Sergeant, which I thought was kind of funny. And of course, she actually, Albert comes. Actually, Albert's not a boyfriend. Albert's her brother. Yes. Now, if I can get my thing here to wake up, come on, come on. Oh yeah, he's preparing sushi. Yes. Yeah, Albert basically is a supporting character in the Silk miniseries. He appears in practically all of them. I mean, why not? Yeah, why not? Yes. Excuse me. Yeah, so, of course, it's more like a lot of interesting stuff here. Cindy, of course, has to basically fight the vampire once again. That actually is a witch. And webs her up. And then Cindy Moon herself turns old. This only lasts for a single issue, then she's back normal. Oh yeah, she is back normal by the very next issue. It's kind of interesting, and plus they had to hide the old lady face, which I thought that was kind of interesting. So she uses a Spider-Man mask to hide, like, yeah. Now the thing is, does Jameson know that Cindy Moon is Silk? Not really, no. They chat a bit, and I do appreciate the fact that the writers of these miniseries are using Jameson in a prominent role in these books. So, yeah, and then of course, basically, oh yeah, the witch basically is sort of like an energy vampire, of course, makes herself young, and then Cindy battles her, and then she gets her youth back, and has to fight her, and then the woman is defeated by the enemy series, and then, of course, basically everything is going fine. And then, of course, Cindy has a new boyfriend. Then she swings off. And that's it. It's a fine miniseries. I did have one more left to go, by the way. And then we're done with Silk. Yep, one more to go. Otherwise, though, pretty good here. Alright, so next up we have is, because I read this one here too. Next up we have some Christopher Cantwell. We have, believe it or not, this was in fact the second to most recent miniseries released for Namor. We have Namor the Submariner, Conquered Shores, a 5-issue miniseries. Like I mentioned, Christopher Cantwell does the writing here, with Pascal Ferry on the interior artwork. He also has the cover too with Matt Haysworth. That was really cool. Mostly put, this is Namor in the future, where everybody's older now, and it's like a post-apocalyptic world where basically the seas have risen higher. Everything's all chaotic, and like other stuff underwater. And this actually is a really good miniseries. Campbell does a great job with it. I just recommend everybody just check it out because the book is so good. He does run the Jim Hammond, the Human Torch in this miniseries. There's also flashbacks to Sue Storm, a woman who, even in the future, he's still pining over her, despite the fact the man is married twice. Great miniseries. Yep. And I have roughly, I think I might have 2 more to go, because I know there was one miniseries on my Jason Aaron, and I think Marvel did release another one. Yeah, so I think we have 2 more miniseries to go for Namor. But the arc here is really good. There's a woman here who looks similar. It's actually Medea, who's older. Yeah, she's older. They also had it where in the Age of Atlas book, where I think it was the second volume, where the original Merida, where she seemed like she was attracted to her own cousin, Namor. Not the blonde one, the original one was about Age of Atlas. Yeah, and they decided not to pursue a relationship with each other purely because of the Council of manipulations. But it was obvious, except it went nowhere. Do not know why. Oh yeah, and then of course runs Old Man Steve. There's also Black Panther here too, which is mention of AVX miniseries, because of course we gotta bring up AVX. Which, those of you curious, how long has it been since Avengers vs. X-Men? Can you believe it's been 14 years since that event happened? And how was I? I was 24. Not kidding about that. I was 24 years old when that came out. Like I mentioned, great miniseries overall. And I do recommend check out. Yep. So yeah, that's pretty much a particular video. Please be sure to like and subscribe to notifications. Oh, when I give these two books, I give Silk, I give that a 9, and I give this Namor book, basically Conquer Shores, a 9.5 out of 10. Yep, so yeah, that's pretty much a particular video. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe to notifications. I will see you all tomorrow, where I'm going to do my 2 Toko videos, Basic Accommodator and Project Red. Probably a Comic Corner 2, anime open topics, and hopefully resume watching Tokiyaki. Okay? See you. Bye.